with Traveris Global. And I'm on here today because I want to talk to you a little bit about our product sector of the business. Now, I know you may be thinking, well, what does products have to do, or what do products have to do with travel? And the answer is quite simple because, of course, we're more than just a travel company. We also believe in not only treating the spirit through travel, but we also want to treat the body. And of course, it's no surprise to us that people are sicker, people are dying a lot younger, and people are plagued with many illnesses. And so, travel means nothing if we're not healthy enough to do so. And, with this wave of nourishment products and nutritional products and different supplements, we want to be cognizant of what there is available to us, as well as, things that may not be as healthy versus things that may be healthier. Now, what I love about this company is that they were very forward thinking and bringing about these nutritional products and these supplements. I love the fact that we paired up with Bachar Nutrition because we actually have a hold of a really awesome product, which is called a nootropic. And I'm going to go right on into it and just kind of give you some background with this company and with these products. So we're going to go right here. So now I'm logged into, our back office area. So we're going to go to the marketplace and we're going to go inside of the Bachar Nutrition so we can take a look at these products. So right here, the first product that you see is called Recharge. Now, Recharge is a really awesome product because it's what they call a nootropic supplement. Now, if you read about nootropics, whether you Google it or whether you look into any medical journals, you'll see that there is a lot of research that speaks to nootropics not only boosting brain health because it stimulates that brain. It's known as the smart drug. So if you have a college student or somebody who studies or maybe somebody who's in grad school, or even somebody who travels a lot for business presentations, or maybe they're a mom or a dad and they're constantly on the go, so they're plagued with fatigue. This is a really great supplement because it's going to give them that mental clarity. It's going to allow them to have better focus, and it's going to give them a sharper memory. So we all know that, when you have 1,000 things on your plate, it's very easy to forget things. This right here is going to give them the ability to not only remember those things, but be a little bit more focused and more concentrated with their day to day. Nootropics are also known to reduce stress. So, of course, stress is responsible for many ailments, whether that be infertility, whether that be migraine headaches, hypertension, which is also known as high blood pressure, diabetes. There is no surprise that stress is linked to many of our diseases and illnesses that we face on a day-to-day basis. So this is actually going to alleviate those things that cause stress to us. For us, who have, maybe a little bit of issues with the mood, it's known to enhance that mood. So nootropics are really great for stabilizing the mood. So if you have somebody, or if you yourself suffer from, any type of mental diseases such as depression, even if it's seasonal depression, maybe it's because, the nights are getting, longer and it's darker earlier. This is known to help to enhance your mood. Even if you suffer from things like anxiety, it is also known because it has some really key ingredients that decreases your anxiety or your response to stress. It will also decrease the physical effects of stress, such as migraine headaches, heart attacks, or hypertension. Okay. And it also helps with brain fog. So if you have somebody who maybe doesn't sleep a lot, they don't get, many hours of sleep, or they don't get many breaks to actually decompress, and they're traveling quite often, and they're going from meeting to meeting to meeting, or they're in different time zones, and they get the little bit of brain fog. Or maybe you have a woman who may be postmenopausal. It's known there's a strong correlation, especially with us women, of brain fog, especially postmenopausal. And then, of course, it's going to give you that natural energy increase to help you get through that fatigue. Now, the way that this works, I'm going to go over some key ingredients, and I'm actually going to click on this so we can actually see it. Okay, so I'm going to go into here, and this is going to actually bring up those ingredients so that way you can look on this with me. If you look here, it has PEA in there. Now, PEA is known as the happy hormone. So what that does, it actually increases the response to dopamine and serotonin in the brain. Now, for those of us who are not familiar with those hormones, Dopamine and serotonin are both responsible for our happiness and our mood. It can also affect, it's linked to depression as well. That's the best way for me to say it. So if you have somebody, who has a little less serotonin, they're more likely to be depressed. But this is going to help you in terms of giving you that sense of happiness. And PEA is also, strongly linked to, that loving feeling, that feeling of euphoria. It also has Garcinia cambogia, and that's known to block fat while also suppressing the appetite. So one of the things that you'll notice with recharge, it does curb your craving for sugars as well as fats. So one of the side effects with this is potential for weight loss. Okay, so if you're not trying to lose weight, you want to make sure that you're eating quite often with this, because one of the side effects with this is weight loss. If you are trying to lose weight, pat yourself on the back. It should help because it's going to curb those cravings, and it's going to also decrease the blood sugar as well as help to lower the cholesterol. Side note, if you have any type of condition such as diabetes, or even high cholesterol for that matter, please make sure you're monitoring it closely, and please make sure that your physician is aware that you're starting this supplement, because it will decrease the blood sugar. So we don't want anybody's blood sugar to drop too low. And then it also has L-theanine, which is an amino acid. It's found in a lot of teas, but it's actually known to reduce stress, and it also promotes relaxation without giving you that sedative effect. So you don't have to worry about like being at work and falling asleep. It's going to give you that natural sense of relaxation, but it's not going to make you sleepy or groggy. Then you also notice that it has octadrene and Juglans regia. Both of those are actually used by bodybuilders. So especially octadrene is used in Europe quite often by people who often work out or do the bodybuilding contest. Octadrene has a strong link when it comes to decreasing your pain threshold, or I'm sorry, increasing your pain threshold and decreasing your ability to actually feel that pain that you get when working out. So if you have somebody or if you yourself work out, this is a great supplement to try just to see if you notice the difference with the pain that you get from working out. So this will help to block that pain, so that way you can have your workouts a little bit longer. And then, of course, it's also linked to the mental clarity. That also decreases the appetite, and it also helps to increase your motivation and your ability to focus. So octadrene does all of those things. And then lastly, you have chromium, which is one of the other key players in recharge. And what that does is actually a mineral, but it's responsible for lowering the blood sugar, and it helps to protect you from bone loss, and it also helps to burn more fat. Now, you will notice that with chromium, you're going to have an increased thirst. So it will make you thirsty. So if you are new to starting this product with recharge, please note that you may be really thirsty when you take it, and that is completely normal. Okay, so that's recharge. It does come in both capsule and it comes in coffee form. The coffee form has the exact same ingredients. The only side note with that is that it's actually made with actual Arabica beans. So you actually have the taste of coffee. So that's the only difference. But other than that, it has the exact same ingredients. It just depends on whether or not you want to take a capsule or if you want to drink it in coffee form. Please note, while you're taking either recharge in the capsule or the recharge in the coffee, please do not drink or consume anything else with caffeine in it. You will get very jittery. Okay? It won't hurt you, but you'll be very jittery and you may have a hard time going to sleep. You may have some insomnia. Also, please take this on an empty stomach. So take this first thing in the morning, or if you work night shift, take it when you first wake up before you go into your shift. But do not take it in the middle of the day unless you plan to be up for the rest of the night, because it will keep you up, because it does have that natural energy boost in it. Okay. You also have Rebalance. Now, Rebalance, I'm going to click on this as well so you can see this with me. Rebalance is actually a probiotic. So what it's going to do is going to give you that good bacteria in the gut to help you maintain a normal flora. Why is this important? Well, if you look around and you look at, the history of Americans in medicine, we're often overprescribed antibiotics. So if you have somebody who is quite sickly and they're taking antibiotics for whatever ailments they may have, or even if you have a little one, and that little one is getting, frequent ear infections and they've been on a lot of antibiotics, you have to rebuild the gut in some way, shape, or form. So what this is going to do is it's going to boost the good bacteria naturally to help you maintain a normal flora. Okay. If you have, maybe an imbalance. Maybe if you're a woman and you get frequent yeast infections, this would be ideal because clearly the bad bacteria has taken over. So you need something that's going to give you more good bacteria. Rebalance will also help you with digestion. So you will notice that you will slim down in that midsection because it will promote the bowel activity. Okay, that is completely normal. Now, I will let you know that Rebalance, one of the great things about it is going to promote the production of biotin, folate, and vitamin B12. That's very important, especially that vitamin B12, because a lot of vegetarians and a lot of vegans do not get enough B12, and there's a strong correlation with that, with a decrease in B12 because of the diet change. So this is actually going to replenish that. Okay, if you're sensitive to biotin, then you may want to omit this. So you may not want to take this. But if you're not sensitive to biotin, or if you don't take products with biotin in it, you should be okay. Okay, it's also going to repair any type of damage that's been done to the gut. So if you maybe have a history of irritable bowel disease, or if you have Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, any type of disease that gives you inflammation in the gut, you really want to be on some type of probiotic, and this is going to help to aid in that repairing to the damage that's done in the gut. Okay. Also, if you have issues such as migraine headaches, if you have other, stomach ailments that hurt you, or if you have hypo, which is underactive thyroid, or hyper thyroidism, which is overactive thyroid, it is known to actually balance that out because of the nucleotides and the repairing agents in it. And then, of course, any type of joint aches and any type of hormonal changes that you may experience is going to help you with that. So Rebalance is really good to have. This is also, it has the little tear packet, so you can use it discreetly. You can use it on the go. These are the ingredients, so you can see it's nothing in there that will hurt you. That fiber is very important because that's what gets you going to the bathroom. So just know that if you take that, you will have that type of detox effect on it. So nucleotides, they really help to protect that defense system. It's a very strong link between your immunity and your gut health. So you will notice that typically the people who have a lot of ailments, it's a strong link to lack of gut health. Okay, so you want to make sure that you have good flora. If you have any type of sensitivities like gluten, it's also good for that because it's going to repair the intestines. If you take a lot of ibuprofen, maybe you have joint aches, or maybe you have frequent headaches, or any type of pain that will cause you to take NSAIDs, which are anti-inflammatories, such as Excedrin, or if you're taking ibuprofen, such as Advil, then it's going to help to repair that. And if you look at this, nucleotides have a strong correlation with liver regrowth. So for those people who, may enjoy alcohol a little bit more often than others, or people who have a history of hepatitis where there's known liver damage, it is known to actually increase the liver regrowth. So that's really cool how they have that. And then also nucleotides are strongly linked to cancer prevention. I'm not going to tell you that if you take this product, you're not going to get cancer, okay? But I will say that there is a strong correlation to decreasing your ability to actually get cancer, especially when you have a nucleotide rich diet, okay? So what it does is it actually corrects the replication, stress, and DNA damage to dramatically decrease the cancer-induced transformation that takes place. So that's how it works. So that is Rebalance. Our next product that we're going to visit is called Mosquito Net. So Mosquito Net, I'm going to go back to my previous screen. Mosquito Net is an excellent product. I like this because not only does it protect against mosquitoes, and we all know that mosquitoes have some pretty nasty diseases that they carry, but it also helps protect against bed bug bites. So if you have a person who's traveling, they're going to different hotels, maybe they're not going to the Caribbean, so maybe they're not worried about the actual bites from mosquitoes. But I mean, if you're traveling to hotels, chances are that you've come into contact with bed bugs at some place or point in time. So this actually helps you. Now, you should take this daily, but at least 3 weeks prior, 3 to 4 weeks prior to the departure of your vacation. Okay, if you do not take it daily, you don't have to take it daily year round, but if you know that you're going to be traveling and you know you're going to be in and out of hotels, start taking it about 3 to 4 weeks before you leave just to get the maximum effect. It does have garlic in it. You won't taste like garlic, and you won't like belch garlic, but you may, notice when you do burp You may notice that you taste a little bit in your throat or in your mouth, but no one will be able to smell garlic on you or through your pores like some supplements, okay? So that's how it works. So you take 2 capsules in the morning, and then you also take 2 capsules at night, but you want to make sure that you drink a lot of water with it, because you want to make sure that you're flushing it really good into your system, okay? And it's definitely hypoallergenic, and it works from the inside out. So that's how that works. And it's veggie capsules. And just so you know, too, the recharge is the same way. So we were very cognizant of that when creating these products, to have something that was veggie friendly. Then you have Zing, which is a natural energy shot. This is very equivalent to your 5-hour energy drinks. So this is really discreet. It's a really small bottle. I want to say it's 2 ounces. Yep, 2 ounces. So perfect for TSA. You can get right through there with no problem. It is an energy shot. You could take it in the morning. You can also take it in the afternoon. So unlike that recharge where you should only take it in the morning, this you can actually take it in the middle of the day if you choose to. It does work immediately. You don't really get those side effects that you do with 5-hour energy drink. And it's not to bash another product. I noticed that a lot of people do have jitters when they take that, or they may feel a sense of heightened nervousness. Zing is not linked to that. Okay, it does have that green tea extract in it, but it also has active ingredients like B3, B5, B6, B9, and B12. And of course, that B12, like mentioned before, is really good for those people who have a vegetarian or vegan lifestyle, because a lot of us, including myself, miss those supplements. Okay, so it's a natural energy boost. You can, like I said, you can travel with it. It's discreet. It does have niacin. So if you are a person who is sensitive to niacin and you get that niacin flush, please be aware. Doesn't mean that you can't take it. You may try half of a shot versus the full 2 ounces. Take 1 ounce and just see how well you do with it. So that is Zing. And these are our products in a nutshell. So I hope that this gives you a good breakdown of it, and I hope that you see the correlation as to why the company was very forward thinking to introduce these products. But of course, we want to make sure that we're supporting those travelers, whether it be those who are going from time zone to time zone and they're jet lagged, or those people who are, in and out of airports. You're touching different stuff. You're eating the airport food. You're going to different countries. You're trying out different food, and you're being adventurous with your palate. You want to make sure that you're protecting the gut as well. So all these products, though it may seem like it doesn't relate to travel, it actually all comes together. And even if you're not a person who travels on a daily basis or on a regular basis, you're still going to come in contact with germs. You're still going to have some type of fatigue or tiredness. You still may need a little boost in energy or in your mood. So all of these things will help. So I hope this gives you a great breakdown. I want to thank you for your time, and I want to thank you for your attention with my video. And I hope that you all have a great day. Thanks for watching.